just because I, that last little countdown is always stressful. Trying to like pay attention and then I'll get distracted and I'm really easily distracted at my drafting table. So, hello, fellow night owls. All right, so today I'm going to do some jelly plate printing. And I'm also, if I have time, I'm going to try and print some on the fabric. But a part of me is just wants I'm going to turn this down because I really think maybe it's not live yet. Oh, there I am. There we go. All right. So I think I'm going to try and get to the point where I'm going to print on fabric. And I'm using this textile medium, and I've never used this before. And from what I understand, of course, I don't have my glasses. Oh, wait, I have reading glasses. My regular glasses are upstairs somewhere. I've got these reading glasses. So, yeah, it says pre-wash fabric, secure to wax paper covered board. Wax paper covered board. Shake well. Mix 1 part paint to 2 parts medium. Clean up while wet with soap and water. I should have read this beforehand. Do I need to make it the wax? You know what? I want to say that when we jelly plate printed, I mean, I guess they're thinking that you're going to paint with this instead of like slamming on your jelly plate and pull it up, which is what I'm going to be doing, I think. I don't know. We'll see where we get it. But what I want to do is just kind of mess around with the jelly plates. You know, every time I sit down with the jelly plates, it feels like I'm starting over with remembering how to do this. So I'm gonna pull some prints and just kind of get in the groove with it. All right, I've been forcing myself to like limit my color palette, and so wait, I'm gonna switch the camera now. So hold on, you guys. Oops, it doesn't like it when I do that. I don't think. I don't know. There we go. Wait, nope. It thinks it's falling. There we go. All right. I think that's it. Is that it? That's it. Okay. Yay. All right. I'm waiting to see it on my screen. There we go. Okay. So I tend to work with 2 plates. And because one I'll use to clean my roller. And I'll sometimes do it like I think that's what this is where I was cleaning my roller. And I've got a pile of these text blocks from where I pulled them apart for book binding. So I've got this paper, while it's really cool because these little books are very, very old. And the paper is really kind of cool. And the printing's really cool, but it's uncoated and it kind of sticks to the plate. So I've been avoiding using this stuff. I'm going to set this aside as a matter of fact. Okay, but I am going to, there's another one of these. I've got this one that has slightly coated paper and it's a good size. And I've got this, which was actually like loose in the cover. What is this? Edgar Rice Burroughs, the master of adventure. I guess that's who he is right there. Okay. So I've got this, and then I've got this one, which is, I don't even know, what is this? This is, anyway, yeah, that. And then I've got this one. This is a basics of engineering book. So these are great. I'm going to use these papers. I'm also going to limit myself to some colors. I've been playing with these lately. So those prints, those pages that I showed you, for the most part, the last several months, I've been limiting myself to primarily these right here. It's a turquoise and then some neutrals, this Payne's gray, which is kind of a bluish gray, and then this screaming green and this kind of terracotta. But I kind of like adding a little bit of bling, little gold and copper, and I like a couple of retina searing colors, so I'll be okay if I use that. I love this big too, but I think these are very similar. Well, this one's turquoise, fallow. There's too many consonants in the beginning of this, and deep turquoise. So, but yeah, for the most part, I'm going to try and limit to like this. And then I've got my Sharpie because I've been playing with some of this big Sharpie thing. What else? Oh, I have some other sizes, but I think I might stick to these two sizes of jelly plates now because I've got the round ones and I got some small ones, but I think I'm going to just focus. And then I've got all my stencils. I keep my stencils in a binder, and these are just sleeves from, this cord's going to be in my way. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I just keep them in the sleeves that I used to use for my patterns. Of course, my binder's coming apart. That's aggravating. Oi, come on. Anyway, so yeah, these are my stencils, and even things like I made some glue gun stencils and then just little cutout ones that I have. Or this is the edge of some packaging that I thought was really great. I like this little edge thing for the stencil. So anyway, I've got all kinds of stuff to play with. So I am going to get started. Oop, my plate's sticking in my thing. Okay. And we'll see what's up. All right. Jelly plates. See, starting is the hardest part. Okay, we'll just go in with the green. How about? Here we go. I don't know that I meant to start on this one. I meant to start on the small one. Well, you know what? I'll use this as a palette, and I'll just scrape it off and put it on the other one. How about that? What to scrape it off with? Oh wait, here we go. I've got just the thing. I've got a palette knife right here. All right, I'm going to use this one as my roller and this one as my plate. There we go. All right. Yay. Roll that out. All right. And then I'll put a little bit of blue in there if I could get it open. My goodness. Ow. Okay, here we go. You know, that green is not showing up green on the screen. That's interesting. That the colors shift. Maybe it's showing up green where you are. So this is actually green and turquoise. That feels a little thick. A little piece of something right there. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, right off the bat, do this and pull some of that off. There's that. That's cool. All right. And I love that little, all right, so there's the first print, but I'll probably go over that maybe. I don't know. That's kind of cool by itself. All right. I'll wait for this to dry a little bit. Maybe if I just put it down there. Oh, that's neat. Picked up some of the hazy stuff from this one. Huh. All right. Let's do let me do a little bit of gold on this side, or this copper, because that looks really good with these blues. Put some of this red down too. It's kind of a terracotta color, but it's really, really red. You know, it's interesting because the colors just look so different at night because I get a lot of sunlight in my studio. All right, I'm going to let that dry for a minute. I think I'm going to put some unbleached. I have 2 things of unbleached titanium. I didn't mean to have 2 things of unbleached titanium. It's a good color though. And this parchment, I like this parchment too. It's like in real estate we joke because nowadays when people want to know what colors to paint their house to get it ready for sale, it's always agreeable gray. That's literally the name of the color, and it's at Sherwin-Williams, and it's kind of a grayish. It's like beige, but it's gray, but it's not. So anyway, yeah, let's do that, and then we'll pull this print and see what it looks like. All right. All right. Oh, this book I think it talks about delayed speech, its nature and causes. I think this was that speech therapy book that I had found. All right. Let's see. I think that should be. It's hard to tell because my plate is so stained. My plate is literally green. You can tell that turquoise was my favorite color to print with. Oh, that's not too bad. That's kind of cool. Okay, we'll take that. All right, let's keep going. And there's still some crusty stuff on there. Let's start with some Payne's Gray, maybe. Oh, these are so tight. I mustn't have cleaned them off very well. All right. This looks almost black. See if I want to pull another. You know, I had this one stencil that I had gotten that I just love, and it was missing. I couldn't find it. Let's see. Let's do this. I don't love that. Well, it's not too bad. The little dots on there. Huh. All right. See, I can't even see that. That's a little disappointing. Maybe it'll show up otherwise. Maybe if I roll over it. No, let's just keep going. All right. I'm going to take this side here. Oh, I like what it did there. Huh. Interesting. Okay. All right. Let's get a color on there. Let's go back to the screen. Oh, that's a lot. See, that's the good thing about working with two at once, is that you can kind of work with two at once. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. All right. Yeah, I want to do that there. It might be a little late to try and get this. Let's use that same piece. Now, I've seen where people use deli paper because it's kind of got that really interesting light colored texture. Huh. All right. Yeah. I'm not mad at it. All right. Let's see. Tacky. I'll do another color. Let's go with the. Let's do with the gray. Let's see what happens with that. Yay. Oop. Get this on. There we go. I was trying to do it left-handed. Yeah, that's messing up my pattern a little bit, I think. Does that mean the sound's been off the whole time? I'm so sorry. Yeah, my microphone got. How about now? Is that better? I hope that worked. Yeah, I think my microphone ran out of juice. But it has two mics. So, did that work? Yay! Okay. Thanks, y'all. Sorry about that. All right. I'll have to recharge that mic. Yay. Sorry about that. Thanks for the heads up. I'm glad it just started though. Yeah, I'll have to remember to charge my mic. So yeah. All right. So now I have 20 stencils and 5 colors. And let's see, where were we at? Okay. Where to put these? Here. I'll put them right there. And you should see. I mean, I really do have a large drafting table. It's just now that I've got a lot of stuff on it. Oh, I've also have these stamps I want to put. Oh, let's just go ahead and try that now. How about? I think. Did I go back into them and do that? Let me try. Let me play with that for a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's see. Okay. I think what I had been doing was just stamping and then going back into these here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, right on. I think if I do like this, hmm, okay, let's try pressing that down. Thanks. Yeah, it's kind of yeah. Otherwise, I would overthink it. Or you know how you have to think backwards, and then I'd overthink it, and then I'd second guess myself because I'd get confused, and my brain would go, "No, wait, is that right?" And working with 2 plates is great because now you can see I'm starting to work with this one like a main plate. Oh, whoops, look, fuzz. Okay. Um, Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this one out. I need to charge the mic up is what needs to happen. So, oops, no sound again. Can you hear me now? That I unplugged that? Maybe not. I don't think it was relying on that mic. Okay. And I don't want to put it on this because when I do the vibration, all right, let's try something else. Let's try a big, whoops, that's my hand. Sorry. Let's try a big stand. I've got this one here. Let's see if this does better. So I flash you up my nose. Yes, you can hear. Okay, good. All right, so if let's see how we're gonna do this. See, I have this, let's see, this kind of extension arm stand, and it's great for doing tabletop stuff, but when my phone is plugged into it, the sound is real tinny sounding, and I don't know if the sound on this one is tinny as well. If it is, then let me know. Okay. Try it this way. And I'm gonna not drop you guys. It will be a miracle if I don't drop you guys. Okay. Oi. Okay. Hey-o. You can hear. Anyway, you're Jelly Prince. Yeah, right. Oi. Yeah. Back to our regular scheduled program. Tell me, is the sound like really tinny though? It might be. I mean, I guess it's better than no sound at all, right? Okay. Let's try this again. All right. We are doing. Let's go with. Let's go with blue. Yay. I will be recharging my microphone tonight. All right. Where's my go? Ooh. I wonder if I do it over that, if that does. That did nothing. Let me try it back on this again. I think I'm gonna let that be on the edge. Ooh, I kind of like that. See, it just makes little dots though on there. I like the X's. Oh, I wonder if I do it on this. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. think I want, all right, let's try this. I think I want, I'm going to do it on these maybe. This stencil of this lotus flower, I think, across the top would be cool. Okay, how am I going to do that? No, this way. Right, okay. Print out of the way. Maybe this one down here. Get that gradu off of there. See, I think if I do, okay, I think I got it. If I go, what color was I going to do that in? Let's do it in this parchment. So let's try it this way. If I go, there we go. That's where that thing's going to work. Go ahead and put that thing like that. And just for shits and giggles, I'll do it here like this. And let's take this one. And this one. It's subtle though. I don't think I like it that subtle. And that came out kind of interesting. See, how funny is it that ooh, look at that though. Okay, so here's what I hear. I hear that if you put gel medium down, that it acts like a clear acrylic paint. Let's give that a whirl and see if I can do best I can. All right, let's see. Okay, that might mess it up just a little bit. Let's go with this one. Let's do it. I think this part could use, let's try this here. That didn't do much. It probably needs to dry some more because that's pretty wet. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. Huh. I'm not loving that. Well, I don't know. It's not that bad. It's starting to get a little muddy, though. Yeah. This one did nothing like I thought. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. This is getting more and more interesting. Huh. Interesting. Okay, wait. Let's try it this way. This one I'm liking the more I sit with it. This one's not bad, really. Alright, where am I at? And then this one needs something else. I've got these four that I'm still working with. Alright, I'm going to set those aside and try something. Try starting a fresh one. And I'm going to start with what's left over on here. Green. I'm going to do some dots. That's cool. Look at that. Okay. Take that off. Let's get the Payne's Gray. Take these little dots on this side. Oh, I forgot about this side. Oh, this one. Oh, yeah. Huh. That's interesting. That needs some more, though. I like that, though. I like the dots. I like the dots here, and I like the dots here. My paper's where I can see them. Alright, let's see. Let's go with this unbleached titanium. Some kind of quality on this. Oh, that's like old dry paint. Oh, that's what that is. This is some of that parchment. It looks a lot like the unbleached titanium, honestly. Well, the unbleached titanium is a little warmer. Okay. I'm gonna start fresh. This paper doesn't feel very. This doesn't feel like it has any kind of coating on it either, which sometimes that sticks to the paint big time. So we'll find out. Kind of love that. And you can kind of see the words underneath that. That's really cool. I'll leave that. I like what's left on there too. Let's go with, we had the green on there. Let's go with the red. This terracotta. Another fresh page and get a couple of these. An accidental raw coat. Yeah, right? It is. With dots. This one, definitely. Right? I like that you can almost see the words right above this. That's why I think this one's done. Just that one pull. I don't think that I need to... Oh, look at that. Now that's fun. Huh. This one, I think, is done. Because I like the layers already on there, and I like the little words right there. So I'm going to set that one up here. This one is really cool. I think it needs something else on this side, but that came out really interesting. Let me try. I think I'm going to do a pull of this one because there's a lot of great layers on there, and I bet that will pull. I'm going to take all the paint off with my roller first. Oh, that's splotchy. So let's see. This one maybe. Yeah. I like them side by side. With this one or having the two plates side by side. Yeah, working with two plates because then I feel like oh, that's really cool. Huh. I could definitely do something with that. Yeah, working with the plates side. I think this already had an illustration on it. I was like, where'd that big black blotch come from? But I think that was already on there. But this could use another layer for sure. Both. Yeah, I think having the two plates, like I said, using one to clean off your roller and then kind of switching back and forth. I just feel like I'm not wasting as much paint, and it kind of frees you up a little bit. I don't know, there's something about I used to use just the one just for the roller, just to roll off the paint. And it just, I don't know, it just evolved into working with two side by side, and it makes it fun. All right. And I like being able to see all of the prints at once. I know you guys can't. You can see on the just the edge of my table here, but I like being able to see them in case I want to go back over them, because a lot of times I keep throwing the layers down. All right, let's try. Get precious with it. I know, just keep that going. Yeah, I know, right? Except for, part of me wants to set this one aside, because I think that's going to look good just on a page. And I'll probably go back into it, like I do with the doodles, and play with that a little bit. Because it almost makes me think of a horizon line, even though it's crooked. It's on the hill. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's see. Oh, okay, so this, I saw somebody play with this. This turns out really cool. Okay, I think she just, there's schmutz all in my pen. Wait, what the hell is going on with my pen? Okay, a big Sharpie. I mean, I've cleaned my plate a little bit, but I don't really clean off my plate. Because then it leaves, it gets that, you can start off with a nice grungy print. You know, I see where people like go in there and they peel that paint off of their roller in one big strip, and I've never gotten to that point. And it looks so gratifying, like peeling a sunburn or something, you know? Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I like this one. The dots. I'm all about the dots. Love the polka dots. Yay. Loving the polka dots. Okay. This, though, might need to go on. Maybe just this half. Ooh, that came out nice. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna do this part right here now. Oh yeah, love that. All right, setting that one aside. This. Let's put another layer on. Let's do some. Oh, this has that. Oh, this has the black on it. Yeah. Okay, we need to do some. We'll do like a little hot pink. Retina searing. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to throw down. Maybe some of this deep turquoise. Not that that's any different than other turquoise, but just a little bit. Not much. More and more I do it. Okay, let's get another piece of paper for this one. But I think that's still pretty wet. That's okay. Let's do this. I'm waiting for that one to dry. That's a nice background for something. All right, we'll work on that one some more. Let's delete this top part too. It's interesting because on the plate, I'm pretty sure you might be able to see it. I can see it a little bit on my iPad, but where the type was on the page is leaving an imprint in the paint, which is interesting. But it's not doing it with all of it. It's just, okay, so this page, maybe it's the uncoded pages, which is interesting. Let's start. All right, let's do a layer of this. See, I forgot that I put Sharpie down on the very beginning of this. Totally spaced and forgot that I did that. Alright, let's see. Well, it's coming up a little bit. See how that Sharpie kind of picks up right through that? That's kind of cool. Let's go and pull this print. Ah, look at that. Now, see, that is cool. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Might do another little bit on this one. This one I think is done. So I've got these that I'm working with. Okay, so I'm still working on these. This one might be done. 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 I'm gonna put these in the maybe. Needs work. Needs work. Needs work. Needs work. Maybe. And then I've got these three that I'm holding on to as is. So, yeah. So yeah, in one session you can get like tons. I think the last time I sat down to play with the jelly plate prints, I ended up with 20 after about an hour. Okay, let's see, what's next? I'm gonna do some more stencil-y stuff. I love working with the stencils. I like this. Oh, and I like this one. It's the dots, man. I love the dots. These little dots. And I like the X's, but the X's, I think it's, I don't know. Let me put it some more. I like these two, but it's really fine. You can see I've used this one a lot. All right. Oh, and this one. I love this one. I've used that one a lot too. Okay. Let's start with the big dots. And I'll start this time with I'm going to start with the Payne's Gray. That's cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's so much fun. Like I said, and you end up with like these great backgrounds, and then I used to jelly plate print directly into my journals. Let me show you. Like here's somewhere I jelly plate printed over some stuff that was already in there. And I mean that's fun, but I find there's more freedom if I can like just work with the papers and do layers that way. So and when I started using the book papers because, like I said, I'm doing bookbinding the journals. So when I do the book papers, I mean, I've got so much of that paper, and it just, I don't know, there's something about it. It just, um, I feel like the writing underneath that sometimes pops through as another texture, and the paper, then it's the perfect size to then go back, oh, I really like that. To then go back into my journal, and paste it down into my journal, or tear pieces off, or cut pieces. It seems so versatile. So, and like I said, I can kind of keep working in layers and then and work on several pages at once. Yeah, the cool accidents are great. And they always happen because it's the ones, the times when I feel confident of technique or whatever, it screws up, but it's the happy accidents that turn out really great. I like this a lot. Okay, let's do, I'm wondering, it's kind of on the dry side now, so if I put, this is the one that just doesn't, see, I don't know if that lifted off enough. Enough is a relative term, I guess. Yeah, there's some little X's in there. Huh, alright, I think that one's done too. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna work on this side a little bit. Let's do, you know what, I think I'm gonna do, try this lotus again. Maybe I should do the lotus in a different color. The green's on the plate now, so it's too late now. That's not bad. I think if I can take that and print it directly on this one, that might be nice. I see that didn't show up. I think it has to be something more opaque, like a white. Yeah, alright. Lesson learned. Alright, what am I going to do with this one? So I wonder if, let's go back to this. Let's try this again. Yeah, I like that. Right, let me set that one aside. I like the way that looks. Let's see. Let's put the, I'm wondering if I could do this over that, or if that's going to pick it up. Let's make a big shape like that. I've got this. I ordered this from Amazon thinking it was going to be like bigger than this, and it wasn't. But it's actually the sweet little size. I mean, it's, Okay. I think maybe, do you want to put blue down? Let's do both sides. I wonder if I do blue. Better late than never. Hey, Jenny Lynn. Yep. Fellow night owl. I'm still at it, so you're not late. You're just on time. All right. There we go. I'm gonna go with this blank sheet here. And on this side, my stencils are in the way. Let's go with this one since I seem to be layering up so much paint on this one. Let's see what happens. Alright. See, that totally came out not what I was expecting at all. But I'm not mad at it. Alright, let's see how this side did. This will probably be better. That's not bad. I need some more in this corner though. Come on over here. Come on over here. Alright, I'm not loving this, but you know what? It'll probably be my favorite. This needs dots. When in doubt, add dots. as given evidence by all the dot stencils that I have. Okay. This one's great. This one is actually kind of fun as it is. The more I think about it, the more I like it and the way it is. Okay. Dots it is. What color dots? Let's do red dots. I really like the teal color. I do too. That's like one of my all-time favorite colors. And I usually like to think I don't have a favorite color, but I do. And it's teal. So. Alright. Big dots, little dots. Let's do medium-sized dots. Medium-sized dots. And we'll just put it on this side. That'll work. See, that works for me. Let's see what this does. Let's go back to this old girl, because I keep layering stuff on that one. Yeah, see, that's not bad. Like I said, when in doubt, add dots. Okay, let's do some gold. Just for shits and giggles. Okay, how about this side? I want that X stencil to be better. mean, I like dots, but I really like the X's. But like I said, I want it to be better. I feel like maybe it's user error. Probably is. Alright, I'm going to go for this one this time. And I'm going to add it to... I'm going to add it to this one. Right in the middle. Oh yeah, I like that. It kind of connects those two sections. Alright, and then I've got this, which I put here. And that did nothing. Okay, this one I'm going to keep. This one's getting heavy with paint. These two. this one I'm going to keep too. The more I look at it, the more I like it the way it is. Okay, let's start some fresh ones. Because now that I've pulled aside ones that I don't want to mess up anymore. This one I like, but it needs something else right here. So let's see. Alright. Let's try this again. Alright. Let's start with Payne's Gray. I like the book pages. I have thrifted books on my jelly plate, but then I struggle with tearing them out the pages. I know, right? Well, here, I'll show you what, because I've been doing, yeah, I got some really great covers, and to do some of the upcycled, to do some of those upcycled sketchbooks, and I ended up with all those pages, and I was just going to use it. And actually, there's a woman who uses them in, that's one of my neighbors in my free group. She was looking for books because she does, because she does collages, and so she was looking for like dictionaries specifically. And I was looking for, I had a bunch of pages to share with me. I didn't get out my books covers to show you guys, but I don't think they're in here, are they? They're not. I don't know where they are. Oh, they're over here. Yeah, never mind. And so I gave her some of my old text blocks that I had, because I had a stack of them. But I've been jelly plate printing a lot, and I gave her a bunch of the stack, and then I started doing jelly plate prints on them, because I was watching this woman on YouTube do jelly plate prints on book pages, and like I said, I mean, it's so easy to like, I don't know if I like that. Actually, I kind of don't. I hate it. What was I saying? Book plates, jelly plate prints. Oh yeah. So the woman on YouTube was using the plates the book pages for her jelly plate prints, and she was just doing one after another. I was like, I've got so many of those. And so, what do I do with this? That wasn't smart. Okay, I'm going to put it on this sticky page that says about my mic. I'm going to have to take a shower after this. Alright, what am I doing? I am starting another one. Okay, here we go. I like this. I don't think it's showing up as green as it is in real life, because I think when I'm looking at it on screen, it looks kind of like a beige, but it's actually like a really light chartreuse. It's called fern. So it's not as like screaming loud as chartreuse, but it's a very yellow green, and it's kind of kind of light, but it has a little bit of oomph to it. And I really like it a lot. I got it at Jerry's Artorama. Jerry's Artorama is actually based out of Raleigh. So that's nice because I can go over there and get stuff. But I mean, it's a big online business. As a matter of fact, I know it as an online business. And my ex-mother-in-law, I hate to call her an ex-mother-in-law because she's actually family. So my mother-in-law orders. She's a painter and she orders from Jerry's Artorama. No, yeah, Jerry's Artorama. That's it. Are you gonna do this one? Yeah, let me just do it straight up like this. Let's see what's up. Ooh. Now that's interesting. Okay. How'd that happen? I thought I just had green on there. Okay. Where's that teal? Let's do the teal on this one. Yeah, and the teal, I'm trying to see if it's showing up. It's showing up a little blacker than. Well, also too. I mean, it's we're dealing with artificial light right now. But normally my drafting table is actually in front of like the closed part of a sliding glass door. So I get lots of really good light right here during the daytime. Ooh, that's pretty. I kind of wish I had done that on this one, but yeah, it is what it is. Do some more right here. Yeah, that didn't do much. Okay. Let me try doing this color. Parchment. Is that parchment? Yeah, parchment. Two. Pull two prints. Let's pull. Let's see what happens if I do this one. Here. Do a fresh plate. Fresh print here. And maybe just do this little bit right here. Not bad. That's better. Okay. Let's see about this one. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I want this corner to do something else though. Let's see if I can tell it's almost time to clean that plate. Because it's kind of getting crusty, and not in a good crusty, like a not coming up crusty. Could be. I'm going to blame the paper. That's kind of cool. It looks smeary right there. Why is it so smeary? Huh. Let's try to see. Huh. I don't think I did anything. Oh, it did take up some of that. Interesting. Okay. These are getting really muddy. All right. And I think I might call it a night because we are already an hour and 15 minutes into this. But I've got, okay, so here's where we are. I have these This one I think is okay. I think I'm gonna, now these are the ones that I'm gonna just hold on to as is. Let's see. Whoops. That one, love. That one, love it. This one, that's really cool. This one. This one. That one's neat. This one's neat. That's neat with the Sharpie. This one, this is my favorite. And this one's, you know, now that I'm looking at it with fresh eyes, I don't hate it. This one is going to be neat if I cut it up and use it as is. This one's not bad. This one seems like it needs something else. This one, I don't know what to say about those two. And then these are probably a work in progress, but I'll just leave them right here. And for the next session, then I might go over those, but these I'll save. All right, have you used anything besides acrylic paint on your plates? I've seen people using markers, watercolors, inks, but only have 2 plates and I'm afraid of messing up. You know, this right here, I used this Sharpie marker on it, and it did fine. I also have a video from last summer, where my friend, I was over at my friend Andy's, and she and I used to get together and do bookbinding when I was, you know, kind of without a studio. And she used alcohol ink on hers and set it on fire. And I have that on YouTube. So look for some of the sessions, and I think I even said in the title that Andy and I set our jelly plate on fire. And to be perfectly honest, it didn't mess it up. I mean, it still worked after that. It didn't, like, totally burn it up. It was really interesting. I have used gouache, and that does okay, but it's not, it's more smeary. And I was gonna mix the paint with this textile medium and try printing. You know what, let's do that right now. Let's do that right the heck now. And it says that I'm supposed to do this weird thing where I use it with acrylic paint and attach the fabric to some wax paper and blah, 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 blah. But I've done some jelly plate printing with just acrylic on fabric, but that was, you know, not meant to be washed. So I have this fabric here that I was going to try and print on. So let's do that. Let's tear a couple of these little bits, and I'm going to mix that textile medium in with it. Now that stuff is made that textile medium's made to make acrylic paint like fabric paint. So I was going to do a test with it because I thought it would be cool to do some patches, some of my patch series that I would actually put on things, and do the jelly plate prints with it. And I have printed on fabric before, some muslin and some cotton duck. So I have this kind of weird scrap of something cotton muslin that I got from the Scrap Exchange. It's one of those thrift stores here. And then I've got that thin cotton, and I will just do it. This piece of fiber keeps like getting, it wants its moment. We'll give it a try. Yay. Okay. So I'm gonna do that really quick, and so I was gonna sign off. I'm not. Just kidding. Okay. So I imagine it said, this is my old plates. Let's just do it with that one. I'm gonna set this one aside. Let's do it with this one. Yeah, whatever. No, let's do it with this one. So it says that it wants me to do 1 part paint to 2 parts medium. Okay. Sure, let's do that. Alright, so I'm gonna do... Have you seen Robin McClendon? She does everything with her jelly plate and uses all sorts. Oh, I love Robin. Man, Robin does some great stuff. There was also this other guy. What was his name? I think he's British. I'll have to find him. Who was doing some crazy things like, let me take this crushed can and use it with and use it as a texture on my jelly plate. This thing, I hate it when this you take the lid off and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to test this, and then when the fabric dries, then I'll wash it and see how it holds up. Okay, they want twice as much. We'll call that twice as much. And then mix that around, and then I'll just dab some of that on there, like this. Alright, let's roll that. There's some kind of dust on there, I think. I also like going to the Asian grocery store and getting the Asian newspaper because I don't know what it says, but it looks like a cool, interesting background. All right. Okay, let's do our dots. Try that with a piece of fabric. See, that's kind of cool. All right. Move that up. Let's see what else we'll do. See, that medium makes it really wet though. That's the only thing. All right, let's try this turquoise. And this copper. Ooh, that'll be fun. Okay, that'll be fun. Whoops. Shaken up. Oh, yeah, that probably would help because that came out like separated and gross. All right, let's try that. Idea of patches from a jelly plate. Thanks. Yeah, okay, I don't know if I showed you this. Let me see if I had it in, which sketchbook was it in? Where I did wasn't that one, it was this one. Where I had drawn out my ideas for those patches. Wait, was it in this book? No, it wasn't in this one. That's the only thing. I never remember which book things are in. Here it is. Okay, where I did the patches, and this is actual jelly plate paper right here. And so I thought, well, What if I did the patches just straight up with some jelly plate paper? And then also, because I also want to try the like jelly plate printing on a piece of this. Let's cut that and do a piece of this as well, and see how that looks with that. Okay, so this is cool. I might just leave that like that. But you know what? Oh, this is really interesting because it looks, the paint is not as stiff as like if it was just the acrylic. It actually is, it's making me think of fabric paint because it feels like it's, you know, more part of the fabric. So that's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to mix this up. We're going to put some blue on there. Try that. Let's see about pulling something off of. Let's try this. Printed fabric. This is where I did some test dyeing. And I just used whatever cotton that I had laying around, which happened to be this little printed cotton. Oh, now that's kind of cool how that did. Okay. It's not as crisp of a grunge to it. Oh, but look at this. Where the strings were on the plate. You see what it's doing there? I don't know if you guys can see that. That's cool. Okay. So let me try and this. Let's see if I can pull a ghost print with this. You know, I also have one of these. Not as, I mean, it's interesting, but it's not as, let's try. You know, it's not bad though. I'm not mad at it. Hey, let's add some copper on there, maybe add some layers. How about that? This copper doesn't want to mix very well though. It's interesting. It's interesting what it's doing though with the string. How the string is making these little streaks in there. Let's try going straight up. I'm going to go back over this piece and see what happens. Because it seems like that medium is making the paint kind of translucent. Because like I thought there would be more solid coverage here, but it's more like an ink, which is interesting. Okay, let's see what happens here. Oh, now look at that. That's pretty cool, y'all. Look at that. How fun is that? Okay, yeah, I'm digging this. It's not as crisp. I mean, it's not as crumbly crisp because it's just the nature of the fabric. And I seem to remember that when we were printing the other stuff. But that medium, instead of, because the pieces that I had when we did it with the when I was at the, look at where the wrinkle was. That's interesting. When I did this with the Weaver's Guild, when I learned how to do this at the Weaver's Guild, somebody did a little workshop, and they had fabric. They didn't have this fabric medium. Let me use up some of this while I'm here. They didn't have this fabric medium to mix with the paint. We just did the acrylic straight up, and it made acrylic on paintings directly on the fabric was kind of stiff in a way, and it wasn't. I mean, it was fine. It was fine for, like, you know, wall hanging type stuff, but it's not something I would want to try and wear. So, and the medium, it's almost like it's thinning the paint out a little bit, but it's not. I'm gonna go over this dot stuff. I mean, it's thinning the paint out just a hair, but it's also like more. It's better on the fabric, especially this lighter fabric. I mean, this is like a really light cotton, and it's not. I mean, it adds a little bit of stiffness to it, but not much. I mean, it's. I think if it was just the solid acrylic, it would be a lot stiffer, and it's just not on this fabric. And I like the way. I mean, here it's doing its thing. I like that it's translucent enough to let the pattern of the fabric show through. Now here's what's interesting. Okay, let's do something kind of ballsy, y'all. Okay, that came out cool. Look at that with the layers with the dots on it. Okay, let me try something. Oh! I'm trying to get off this bench. Jesus. Oi. Okay. Let me try it. Let's try it on a piece of woven fabric. This was a test weave. And let's try it on the back side of this and see what happens. That could be interesting. Okay, just for giggles. Let's do. I'm just gonna keep it simple, y'all. Maybe I won't. Let's throw some Payne's Gray in here and mix it around and see what happens. Okay. Here's that. Excuse me. Yeah, I know, right? So many possibilities. And I thought, you know, I would just use like little bits of weaving as a layer, but let's see what happens when we print on it. I mean, it's gonna be totally different because it's a different texture, but I'm just curious. Let's see what happens. You know, it's just a little scrap piece. Could be interesting. It could be not at all what I thought, but it's just information. So, taking one for the team, y'all. Okay. Probably not mixed the best way it could be, but that's okay. All right. I think I want to let that dry a little bit. Maybe I'll do a texture. Let's pull a texture off of that. Let's put a texture on this one. Ah, look at that. That's cool. Loving that. Okay. yellow. Oops, I want to add it with the stuff. See, I'm acting like I'm just in the regular jelly plate. I like these ideas. You can paint, I can't see it. You can paint a warp with it. Oh my gosh, yeah, right? How awesome would that be? Because you could just, I wonder if there would be a way you could take the plate and smack it down on the warp this way in like a little square. That could be really cool. Oh my god, there's so many things you could do, right? Oh yeah, that would be cool. Okay, let's see. Alright, here goes nothing. Send prayers, y'all. Yeah, to slow stitch on that stuff, definitely. Oh my gosh, right? Now look how different it looks on there. Now this is a pretty hairy, but that's interesting. That's information. That's what that is. That's information. Look, there's more though. Let's see what we pull off when I do another piece of fabric here. Looking for this tonight. You're quite welcome. Now, yeah, I know, right? I get my second creative win late too. You know, right? Yeah, here I was like, oh, it's 11:15. I'm gonna clean up now, and then all of a sudden, oh, let's try this. We could be up all night doing this until YouTube kicks us off. See, now look at that. You can see the textures in there. But is that the texture from a... You know what that is? Oh my goodness. Oh, mind blown. Okay, you know what this is? So you see these lines in here? That's from where it picked it up in the warp. Do you see where I'm talking about? It like imprinted the texture onto the plate from the warp. Now, I like this, but I really like this. Of course it put the texture of the weaving on there. Wow. Okay, mind blown. Wow. How fun is this? Okay, one more, and then I need to go to bed. Actually, I don't need to go to bed. It's Friday. This is a good way to spend a Friday, right? Maybe we should do this every Friday night. That would be fun. Okay, I'm just gonna smear around some of this. Let's do a red and add something on that one plate. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to wash these tomorrow. I'm going to run them through a cycle of wash. And I will post a YouTube post, like they have the community post, with pictures of how they turned out after the wash, if there was any snafus or something. I wonder, since this is thinner paint, if this X texture is going to show up better. Nope. It might be the yellow. I'm going to blame the yellow. Okay. Let's do some red. Love that. Love, love, love that. Okay. Look at that one. Ooh, and look where the string was. How it made the little strings on there. Wow. Okay, mind blown. Yeah, this is really cool. Okay, I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna wash them. Move my plate aside for a minute. I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna wash them. And we're gonna see how they do and launder. I have this fabric. All right, just one more. One more. One more. Just one more. That fabric. I'm going to wash these and we'll see how it turns out. But this was one of those it's from the thrift store. This was a shirt. It's like the long shirts that the Indian men wear. It was and I noticed it because when you look down the shirt aisles at the thrift store, these stuck out at the bottom because they're meant to be like knee length with big side slits. Oh, I don't think it's going to rip very well because where's my other scissors? Okay. Set that aside. So yeah, this was one of those shirts, and it was tiny though. I mean, it probably fit it over one thigh. And so I cut it up. I'm using pieces of it, but that might need printing. All right, let's do one really quick. Yay, one more. Right. One more, just one more. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I keep forgetting to mix this stuff. I keep wanting to forget to do that, but okay. And this one I think will look good with some blue. I wonder if the parchment would be more opaque though. Maybe we'll try a layer of that on the back side, and then for the front part, I'm going to do a texture. Which texture am I going to do? There's a little rim in there, and I'm not mad at it. Okay, let's see. Ooh, look at that with the rim. It's kind of cool. Let's do. I'm wondering if it'll handle a fine texture like this. Maybe not. Maybe. Let's try to make it. Well, no. You know what? Let's try this. Oh, did I just do the back side? I did. Yeah, so by one more, I have two more. You see, it's almost more like an ink. It kind of goes through. Let's see what happens when I add at the, or the parchment. Right. For that I need a somewhat clean corner. Let's use a clean roller, or not clean is a relative term. Let me just get the bits off of here. Okay. There we go. I mean, you could also use fabric paint. That would be easier, but I don't know, man. It seems like fabric paint, you would be real limited to your colors. And I feel like the colors that you would have in fabric paint wouldn't necessarily be colors that I would want. So that's what I thought. And also I was used to using these. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just see about the additives that I could put on here to make it into fabric paint. Or make, you know, if you could, I mean, because it seems like if you get, you know, if you got a t-shirt that you paint in and you get acrylic paint on it, I mean, that doesn't necessarily come out. So it would make sense that, I mean, you could just use paint without an additive because, you know, paint stains your clothes. But, no, I mean, so we'll see. I don't know. You know, maybe that's what I should do is test without the fabric additive and with the fabric additive. The textile medium. That's what it is. Agent Textile. I guess that's French. Just wanted to pull up the little bit there because there's a lot of paint on there. It made this neat little texture. Interesting. And as I cut this up, it started to pull those warp threads out. Okay, one more. Next time I'll use this. I'm not seeing the design in there. That one's not as great. I mean, actually, the test is better. Yeah, okay. Interesting, though. I don't love these. But, you know, I'm wondering if I like it better on just the flat pieces without the texture. Even though I did like it on the weaving. That was interesting. But that was also interesting what it pulled off. The texture that it left on the plate. What's the name of the additive you were mixing with the paint? It is, I got this at like Michael's, I think. No, I got this, oh hell. If I didn't get this at Michael's, then I got it on Amazon. And if I got it on Amazon, I'll put a link when I finally get around to doing the links in these videos. I'm sorry it takes me so long to do that. But yeah, this is folk art. That's that line of like these little crafty paints like this. Folk Art's one of those brands. So, and it's folk art textile medium. Like I said, I think I got this at Michael's, but if I didn't, then I bought it off of Amazon. Well, that didn't do much. But it's kind of like a second pull of a jelly plate print. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a night. Wait. Yay. All right. Thanks for joining me. This was fun. Yay! Sorry about the mic issues. I'm going to go plug it in now. And have a good evening. And you guys inspired me. I hope I inspired you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to, well, yeah, I'll do it over coffee, but it might be later. Well, it probably won't be at 10. Anyway, all right. Good night, y'all. Talk to you later.